Good morning and happy Thursday. But now you know that I will not be there for industry industry project. But I want you guys to uh, not lose a day of work. Today, Coach Griffin will be taking his PLC on the field trip to Keystone Construction, and tomorrow, Friday, you guys will go. So today is the last day of the week that you will have in class time to do some of your research, some of your initiate research. So, because I'm not there, I want you guys to go ahead and do a student led mind map activity. Okay. So, I'm going to go a little fast because my screenshot has been cutting off. I've done this a couple of times already. So, um, first, we need two people to facilitate this activity. So you guys are doing the mind map. So basically, what it means is that those two volunteers will be collecting papers, passing out papers. One person will write the question on the big post-it paper, and then you're going to tape all of the brainstorm responses on the wall along with the challenge statement. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and select those two people who will facilitate for us. Okay, so you should have two volunteers by now. So I want one volunteer to go ahead and get a piece of big post-it paper, and the other facilitator to go ahead and pass out the paper that is in the front of the room. So I've left half sheets of paper, white sheets of paper with tape in the front of the room. So go ahead and pass those out. Give each person about two or three sheets. Um, Everybody in the room needs to get something to write with a pen or a paper. I mean, a pen or a pencil to write with. All right. So the person who's gotten the big post-it paper, this is what I want you to write. I want you to write on that big post-it paper what characteristics or traits are common in a bad neighborhood. Now, this is not our challenge question. Our challenge question is how might we improve neighborhoods in our community? Okay, so there are two different ways you can improve. You can improve on something that's good already, and you can improve on something that's bad. Okay, so there are plenty of things that you can improve that are good, but we're gonna look at right now those things that might not be so good. But if you have an idea to improve something that's good already, go ahead and put that. It's a brainstorm. There's no limits. Put it all on there. But I want to kind of like get you guys to focus on what can you do to improve something that is not going so well in a neighborhood. Okay, so in your brainstorm, what I would like for you to do is to think not only the physical things, but also things that might not be so physical. So, for example, this is what I mean. So, you might say that a common trait or characteristic of a bad neighborhood is that there's trash on the ground. There's trash in people's yards, or there's trash on the streets, and you don't find that in neighborhoods that are quote unquote good. So that's one. It's physical, but I don't want you to focus on just the things that are physical. Sometimes you might go into a neighborhood and you think it's a bad neighborhood because when you go, the people are really mean. They're not rude. They're pretty rude or they're mean, and that's not a physical trait. But hey, then you can also say, what can we do to improve the morale or the attitudes of the people who are living in these neighborhoods. So don't think of it just as physical, but think of it as mindset as well. How can you improve the mindset, or how can you improve the physical? How can you improve the culture of a neighborhood? Okay, so it can be improved any type of way. So whether it's going from good to better, or it's going from bad to good. Okay, so what you're going to do is that you are going to take uh, about 5 minutes of solo flight and think about these ideas, write them on your paper, and then hand them to the facilitators who are up front, and they will tape them on the wall. Now, I will be in today by 10:30, and so it's a great thing. I will see the evidence of your work. What I would like for you to do is to make sure that you do not have your phones out, you do not have your headphones in, but you are actively engaged in this activity. So I want to see the brilliance, the evidence of the brilliance of all the ideas that you guys have. My expectations are high. I know you guys will rock it and make me proud. So do this activity, and once you're done, you should take about, like I said, about 5 minutes of solo flight, and it should take no more than 15 minutes to um, tape all of the brainstorm on the wall. So this activity to start off with may take about 20 to maybe 30 minutes at the max. Once you've done that, that and everything is on the wall, then go ahead and select one of those ideas, one of those areas of bad characteristic or trait of a neighborhood. Go ahead and select one of those. Go ahead and go into onto mymap.com, and we've done this many times before, and start working on your personal mind map. That's what I would like for you to do next, your personal mind map. Because remember, you're going to need to have two mind maps on your PMP. The first one for the group, and then the second one for your individual. All right. So, and then you could spend the rest of the time, which will be probably about 15 to 20 minutes, maybe even 25, but at least 20 minutes in the class today doing your personal mind map. Okay. So by the end of the day today, I would like for you to have your group mind map and your personal mind map completed. Okay. Now you know how I do. I'll be looking at your PMP to make sure everything is on there. If your PMP is still saying view only, don't worry about it. Just screenshot your personal mind map. The group mind map will stay on the wall, and so we can take a picture of it this afternoon when I'm there, or tomorrow before our field trip. Okay. I know you're going to rock it, do a great job, and I'm expecting great things. So, see you guys later on today.